We've had, of course, a roller coaster ride on the market in 2009. Let's ask our guests what they feel about the markets in 2010. Do you expect them to be as volatile as we've seen them so far, Ajay?
The market has very pleasantly surprised. Equities have gone positive, credit has gone positive, commodities have gone positive. So we have seen a recovery and that set up for 2010. Because of the base effects, your January, you're going to see a lot of noise on the markets, that huge increase in year-on-year growth rates. I think in a nutshell, we are going to see significant reversals, quite a bumpy ride, much higher volatility. So I would be bullish with this caveat that you have to be very dynamic.
Are you bullish as well, Dhiren?
Not as much as him, but I broadly agree with his hypothesis that there will be earnings re-rating. So I feel that there will be great disappointment and there will be great discoveries too. There will be players who will stand out and there will be players where you will lose all your money.
Well, we keep recommending on this show that retail investors should avoid approaching the market directly and use mutual funds. So, since you both agree that it is going to be a bumpy ride one way or the other, could you give us a recommendation of funds you think will tide a retail investor through the bumpy ride onto the other side of the year in a safe boat?
Yeah, sure. In fact, even on mutual fund, you have funds which have 15-year history, you have funds with 10-year history, 5-year history, and one can today find some funds which have been through full cycle and with the same fund managers. So you have a reasonable choice there with proven credentials through a couple of market cycles. If I have to recommend 3 funds, it will be HDFC Top 200 or UTI Dividend Yield or Templeton India Equity Fund.
Alright, Dhirendra Kumar there giving us his Christmas gift, 3 funds that he has named and recommended for 2010, saying these are the funds that will be able to give you stability and tide you through a really choppy ride that we're expecting to have of the markets. Let's take a look at these 3 funds, take a look at how they've done over the last couple of years, and take a look at why we're recommending these funds for you in 2010. HDFC Top 200 is an equity diversified fund that invests 95% of its corpus in equity. It's given its investors 89% returns in the last year, while beating its category average over the last 5 years. The UTI Dividend Yield is also an equity diversified fund that focuses on financials, energy and technology. It's matched its category average over the last year, but what makes it special is its track record to lose less than its peers when the market is down. And finally, the Templeton India Equity Income Fund has a tilt towards financials, energy and metals. It's given its investors 96% returns over the last year compared to a category average of 76%. It's a 5-star rated fund that's beaten its category average every year since its launch, and that's why it gets a mention among our top picks. So those were the 3 recommendations for mutual funds for 2010. Ajay, do you have a recommendation in the mutual fund universe that you want to give our investors?
I think, I've known Dhiren for now 15 years, and there's no better authority than him. So I would not dare, even if it's Christmas time, to go against his recommendation. 2010 should be used as a year to average out, and if the markets are down, put in even more money at that time. I would say that would be a good way to approach this.